This is a cell, like in real life. It's the basic unit of life, and I'm going to build it in Minecraft for my science project. So I booted up a new world and got ready. Also subscribe please, cause why not? This video took a long time. Oh yeah, did I mention this was in survival? Yeah, this is in survival. That means we're gonna need a bunch of resources. So my plan is to speedrun getting into the end and kill the dragon so we can get to the end cities, because they have really good loot in the chests there. I think this will be a good place to set up so I can build my cells here. After settling down, I went to go mining and I got a suspiciously amount of diamonds. But anyways, I also got the obsidian for another portal. Bro, what a spawn. Hey look, a fortress over there. Wait, what? That's so rare. Alright, I can't get 10, so 9 will have to be enough. Now we just need to get some ender pearls. Oh, a blue forest, let's go. Alright, 15, I think that should be enough. With ender pearls and blaze rods, I crafted eyes of enders, found the stronghold, and killed the dragon. Let's go! Alright, now we need to find an end city. Oh, finally! I see one. Nothing good. Ooh, prop 4? Dude, just give me something good already. Oh, there's an end gateway right here. Let's go. And even though I didn't get the best gear, I needed to start my next plan, building a concrete farm. You see, these builds are gonna be massive, and I really don't got that much time, so this will allow me to gather the necessary blocks. So I started collecting the resources. So now that I have collected all of the resources, I'm gonna go build the concrete farm now. Oh yeah, also this design is by ENXO4, so shout out to him for making this awesome farm. Alright, so I just finished the farm and I'm gonna test it now. So what you do is, you place a block here, and then you go back through, and then you flip this lever and it should work. Oh, look at it go! Alright, so I'm gonna wait here for a couple minutes. Alright, so it's been a few minutes, so let's check these rates. Oh my god, that's so much concrete. That's so cool. This farm is epic. Alright, so now we're basically just gonna AFK around this thing until we have all of our blocks needed. Alright, so this is all of the materials that I've gotten. Hopefully it's enough. If it's not, that's really unfortunate. But now we actually gotta start building. I think over here will be a good place for the plant cells, so I'm gonna do an outline first. Oh, is this too big? It's probably fine. Yo, I better get an A for how big this thing is. How does that look? Not the best. Maybe it'll look better if I do it on the top. Alright, how does that look good? It's good enough. I'm running out of time for this project, so I just gotta go. Alright guys, now it's the boring part of the video. I'm gonna explain these as I go with the build. So what I'm building here is the cell wall, and basically what it does is it protects the cell and it helps it keeps its shape. Alright, so now that we got the basic outline done, I'm gonna fill it in, but I'm gonna do a time lapse because it's gonna take forever. Yeah, so while I was building this, I kind of ran out of materials, so I had to go AFK again for like 20 minutes to get more. Oh, come on, we're so close, but we just ran out. That's so annoying. Dude, it's physically impossible that I do not have enough. Like, this is enough to finish. Finally! Alright, now we can move on to the next parts. How is there a random piece of grass up there? There are so many mobs in there. But that's not important, because next we're doing the cell membrane. Yep. The cell membrane basically controls what can and cannot come into the cell, so yeah, it's pretty important. This should take a substantially shorter amount of time. Oh, and the only reason I'm making this gray is because I'm too lazy to grind another green block, because I want the cytoplasm to be lime, and we'll talk about the cytoplasm later. And done. That's the cell membrane. That looks pretty good, I think. So we got another time lapse because I knew that the cytoplasm was going to take a while to get done building. So the cytoplasm is like the stuff in the cell. It's kind of like jelly that holds the organelles of the cells in place. Alright, so we got that done, and now that's all of the like boring stuff done, and we can actually get to the interesting stuff that I can build. So first, I think I'm gonna start off with the things that take up the most space, so we can like kind of build around it. So what I'm building right now is the large central vacuole, and it's basically like the storage for the cell, and it like stores water for it. I mean, that's why I'm making it blue, because it's like water. So now we gotta make it pop, and that's gonna be like kind of hard. Really do not want these creepers exploding. Oh, come on. So first I think I'm gonna make it go out a little. Alright, perfect. Now we gotta make it curve inwards a little bit. I'm starting to think that this one might actually take a while because it's the biggest one. Alright, cool, and now we just fill it in and we should be good. Alright, how does that look? Oh, that looks pretty good actually. I didn't expect it to look that good. I thought it was gonna look way worse. Next we're gonna do the nucleus, which I think I'll put up here. It's gonna be right next to the vacuole. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have made the vacuole so big. I'm kinda running out of space. Yo, we barely fit right through. I'm literally just gonna tweak the vacuole to make it a little smaller over here. I mean, this should be easier to build since it's just a sphere, so... Alright, so now we just gotta fill this in. That's gonna be a little tricky to do. Though I definitely messed something up, but... Well, it's fine, no one's gonna notice, right? Yo, my brain is not braining right now on this sphere. Okay, it didn't look as bad as I thought, so I think it's fine to keep it like this. So the function of the nucleus is to like hold the DNA. Oh my god, can the game shut up? I'm trying to explain things. Yeah, it holds the DNA. I mean, no one's gonna see up here anyways, right? I don't need to make it even. So my plan is to have like the nucleus in half, so it shows the inside, which I think is called the nucleosis. Okay, but first, look at these creepers just chilling here. They gotta get away. Whoa, it looks weird from this angle. Yeah, so here's the nucleosis. I'm building it right now. It's just gonna be a sphere inside a sphere. I mean, the only reason I'm having this is to look cooler. It's not really necessary. And that's the nucleus done. Nice. Oh, that looks not that bad. It looks pretty good. Alright, so the next organelle we're gonna build is gonna be a little more complicated. It is going to be the endoplasmic reticulum. I mean, they're just like a really weird shape. That's the only reason why they're like weird to build. So what the endoplasmic reticulum does is it basically transports materials around the cell. Dude, this is so annoying to build. Alright, now I just gotta make it long. Fortunately, this is not that difficult. Alright, that doesn't look too bad, but I want to put one on the other side as well. Dude, I didn't know creepers could swim up water. Oh, come on. Alright, nice. Moving on, we're gonna do the chloroplasts now. So I think I'm just gonna do a couple chloroplasts around. I mean, they're kind of just like little bean-shaped things, so that's just what I'm gonna build. Yeah, just like that. They're not gonna be massive. This is gonna be quick and easy to build, which is nice from everything else so far. Alright, there we go. Super simple. Now we just gotta build another one of these. I'm gonna build on this side, I think. So the function of chloroplasts is that it's basically where photosynthesis occurs in the cell. Done with the chloroplasts, looking pretty good. We're almost done with the plant cell. So let's just get to the next thing, which is the Golgi apparatus. So what the Golgi apparatus does is that it processes and packages cell products to export out of the cell. I mean, these kind of just look like pancakes stacked on top of each other, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, my pickaxe broke. Okay, let's see if I have any extras. I have another efficiency 3 one. Alright, that's good enough. I'm just building away. Yep, very interesting. We only got a few more things before we're done. I feel like I've said that every time, but who cares? Alright, now it's time for the one everyone's been waiting about. The mitochondria! I bet everyone was waiting for this. We all know the function of the mitochondria, right guys? I don't need to explain it, but I have to explain it for my project anyways. So yeah, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. It makes the ATP and stuff. It does the cellular respiration, gives you energy. Let's go. I'm honestly just gonna make it look like the chloroplasts because they're kind of like the same shape. And since the mitochondria is so special, we're gonna give it a little extra detail. We're gonna give it a little yellow squiggle on it. Oh, look at it. It looks kind of funny, but yeah, kind of like a corn dog. Now we gotta build another one. And we're done with the mitochondria. It looks so funny. Now we just gotta add a couple more things. Alright, I'm feeling energized because I actually slept and it's not 2 AM anymore. So let's get this done super quickly. The last two left, lysosomes and ribosomes. We're just gonna sprinkle these around where there's still empty space. I mean, this is probably a good size for them because they're not too big, but they're like not too small either because ribosomes are like way smaller. Alright, one down. So the function of the lysosome is that it has digestive enzymes, so it's basically the digestion system for the cell, and it like breaks up molecules in it. Molecules and materials. Yep, there we go, because I don't think we can fit any more. Actually, we could probably fit one right here. Yeah, nice. Alright, so moving on, the ribosomes. I mean, usually these things are depicted as really small, so I could just sprinkle them around everywhere. Like, I think just that would work. I mean, these are gonna go everywhere where they can fit, probably. I mean, there can be a lot on this wall because there's like nothing here. Alright, and we're finally done with the plant cell. This took ages. So now you're probably wondering why there's still like 10 to 15 minutes left in the video. I don't know yet, it hasn't been edited that far. Well, this isn't the only cell I have to build. I also have to build a bacteria cell. Like, come on. Alright, so I started on my bacteria cell, but I forgot to press record, so I already finished the outline. I mean, that's really unfortunate, but now we're gonna go into a time-lapse. So I don't know if you can tell or not, but I had a really hard time trying to build the round shape of the bacteria. I mean, probably because we're in Minecraft where it's all squares. But anyways, this is the capsule, and it's just like an extra layer for the cell. I don't really need to put it for the project, I just did. Next, I also built the cell wall, cell membrane, and cytoplasm. These basically do the same things as in the plant cell. Yeah, that's it. And also, I don't know if you could tell or not, I feel like it's been raining a lot while I've been playing. That's like the basic structure done, so now we gotta put all the stuff inside. I mean, there's not like many stuff to put into it anyways, because there's not like membrane-bound organelles like the eukaryotic cells. I mean, that's like one of the main differences. So first we're gonna build the part that contains the DNA, which is the nucleoid. I mean, I don't even need it for this project, but it would just look so empty without it, you know? It's kind of just like spaghetti inside the cell. So I'm just gonna like spread out these around and then connect them up later. I mean, this is actually gonna be really annoying to build, unfortunately for me. I think that's enough. I just gotta connect all of... Oops! What I was saying was now it's time to connect all of the points I have, but... I mean, as you can tell, we kind of died. Where did our boots go? Is it just gone? Oh well, who cares? So firstly, I think I want to go up with a couple of these. Add some arches like that. Dude, how is this gonna look? This is gonna look so complicated. Yeah, I think this looks good. I don't know, this is really weird to build. I mean, it's not the best, I'm not gonna lie. It's very messy, but I guess that's how it is. I mean, that's pretty accurate, right? It's just a met. Okay, so how did I die again? I swear I was not flying that fast. Look at all the broken elytras I have. I just grab a new one when it's about to break. We're so close to finishing this monstrosity. Oh no, something terrible is about to happen. I only have one stack of concrete left, and this build is definitely not finished. I'm gonna need to get more purple concrete, not again. Why does this always happen to me? I need to prepare better. We need so little. Do you have any extra? Oh, come on! I should have used a different color. Dude, we need so little. I'm only gonna run this for like 1 minute. Or I'm tired of waiting. Like, this is probably enough. We're done, basically. Or there. The nucleoid. Very, very crazy, I guess, would be the word. Alright, next we're gonna build the plasmids, which are a little more complicated. Not in the building sense, but like their function. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure these things have like different types of genes than the bacteria, and they can like duplicate and transfer them. But we're only gonna put a couple of these. Dude, I need to stop doing that, bro. Oh, also, lost my pants now? Losing everything from these deaths? First, how did the plasmids look? I mean, they look pretty good, but there's a bunch of empty space right here, and there's not much else to put. I mean, the last thing I can put is like ribosomes, so we're just gonna put them everywhere. I'm just gonna make it look like the ones in the plant cells. These basically do the same things as in the plant cells, they just synthesize the proteins, they make them. Alright, and we're done with the ribosomes. Now there's just 2 more things that we gotta put, and they're on the outside of the cell. These are little dangly things off of the outside of the cell, and it's gonna be really annoying to build. Okay, that looks fine, but we need more of those now. This is gonna make it look so much worse, I feel like. I'm not gonna be good at building these. Yikes, that's not the best, but I feel like it'll get better if I add more. Also, I don't think I mentioned this, but these are the pili or pili. I don't know what they're called. They help the bacteria cell attach to other surfaces and other cells. Alright, so I just realized my recording stopped because I ran out of disk space. But like this, I finished the pili, I'm just gonna call them that. Finished the pili, right? I started working on the flagella, which is like kind of like a little tail for the cell. So yeah, I'm just gonna continue working on it. I mean, I think this is good, right? This is like, I mean, yeah, this is good enough for me. This is good enough for me. We're just gonna thicken it out a little bit. So the flagellum, it basically just helps the cell move. Very simple. I really hope I have enough blocks for this. This is the last thing we have to build, and then we'll be finished with this. It's taken me forever. And we're done! Finally! Finally! We're free! We're free from this. Alright, here's a final look. We got our plant cell looking pretty snazzy, and our bacteria cell looking kinda terrifying, not gonna lie. Now let's do a quick review on all of the parts of the plant cell and all of the parts of the bacteria cell now. So first, we're gonna be starting off with the eukaryotic plant cell. The green outside of it is the cell wall, and it helps give the cell its shape and structure. Next, we're going to talk about the gray, which is the cell membrane. It's like a second barrier, and it controls what leaves and enters the cell. The light green lime is the cytoplasm of the cell. It is all around the cell. It's like the jelly-like fluid that fills up the whole thing, and it holds all of the structures in place. Next is the big old blue blob in the middle. It's the large central vacuole, which is like the storage container of the cell. It stores the water and other stuff in it. The nucleus is the purple sphere in the top right corner. It basically just contains the DNA of the cell. Next is the endoplasmic reticulum. It's the blue, and its function is to make proteins and to transport materials throughout the cell. The chloroplasts, I've made them cyan or teal because there's no more green blocks, but they're the site of photosynthesis, and they help the plant cell get its food. The orange little corn dog looking things are the mitochondria of the cell. They are the powerhouse of the cell, and they make ATP, which is just energy for the cell to use. The Golgi, or otherwise known as the Golgi apparatus, or the Golgi body, is the yellow little pancakes stacked on top of each other. They help package cell products to export out of the cell. The pink circles are called lysosomes. They contain digestive enzymes, so they're basically like the digestion system for the cell. And lastly, get the red little dots, the ribosomes. They're the site of protein synthesis. It's where proteins are made. Moving on, we got the prokaryotic bacteria cell. It looks kind of terrifying. The gray outside, the light gray, is the capsule. I didn't really need to put it for this project, but I might as well because I was building it anyways. It's just like an extra protective layer for the cell. The other thing that I didn't need to include is the purple spaghetti in the middle. It's called the nucleoid, and it contains the DNA of the cell. Alright, moving on to stuff that I did need to include. The dark blue is the cell wall, and it gives structure to the cell, just like a plant cell. You know, speaking of that, the cell membrane, it does the same thing as the plant cell too. It controls what leaves and enters the cell. Now the cytoplasm is the light blue. It's all around the cell. It's the fluid that's all around the cell. It's the substance that fills up the cell, and it's where all of the cell's activities take place. The yellow beans are plasmids, and they're a little weird. They have like different genes from the actual cell, and their genes can be like antibiotic, and their function is for like transporting and duplicating genes. The red dots are the ribosomes, and they synthesize the proteins or make them. Now we got these little gray, dark gray tentacles out here. These are called pili, pili, I don't know yet. And they help the bacteria cell attach to other surfaces and other cells. And now that long thing at the back, like the tail, is called the flagella. It helps the cell with locomotion, which is basically just a fancy science word for moving. And yeah, that's everything with the plant cell and the bacteria cell. This took like 30 hours to record, so you better give me a good grade, science teacher who I will not name, because I don't know if you want your name out there on the internet. But yeah, alright, end the video. Subscribe. Oh no, oh no.